protection when she's in D.C. Apparently her house doesn't have a lot of protection.
Former Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is trying to stage a political comeback in Israel as national voting goes on today for the 5th time in 3 years. CBS's Imtiaz Tayeb.
If he is able to build that coalition, it may mean this ongoing corruption trial, which he has been on and has been facing for quite a few years now, could be put on pause as he serves as PM or potentially even scrapped.
Pfizer says it's going to seek government approval soon for an RSV vaccine. Infectious disease expert Dr. William Schaffner says it's well-timed since cases of the respiratory illness in kids have exploded.
A new vaccine is providing between 70 and 80% protection in the newborn babies against severe RSV illness. This is a great step forward.
Checking Wall Street right now, an early opening to the positive has turned south. The Dow is down 204 points. The Nasdaq's down 69. This is CBS News.
Brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Order a grilled spicy deluxe sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. It's spicy and full of flavor. Available for a limited time.
It's 8:03 at the Bay Area's news station KCBS. It's going to be a wet morning into the afternoon today, so make sure you find that umbrella. Good morning, I'm Melissa Colross. Here's what's happening. The man accused of assaulting Paul Pelosi is expected to be arraigned in San Francisco today. And as KCBS's Matt Bigler joins us live to report, David DePape is facing a long list of charges related to what's being called a politically motivated attack. Matt.
Good morning, Melissa. David DePape will be in San Francisco Superior Court this afternoon to face a long list of charges brought by San Francisco District Attorney Brooke Jenkins.
Attempted murder, residential burglary, assault with a deadly weapon.
Now, that's all in addition to the federal charges of assault and attempted kidnapping. Yesterday, we learned that 42-year-old DePape allegedly wanted to hold House Speaker Nancy Pelosi hostage and, quote-unquote, talk to her, and according to the federal affidavit, break her kneecaps if he didn't like her answers. Former federal prosecutor Joe Moreno tells KCBS state and federal officials are working out just how to proceed in this high-profile case against DePape.
Usually state charges move faster, so my guess will be those will go first, and then they'll work out whether or not they go, like you said, back to back.
No phone paired. Please pair a phone.
Or the other, to avoid having to go through two separate trials. So that's also a possibility here.
Now, Moreno says DePape's mental state will also be a big issue in this case, with eventual mental health evaluations, examinations, and that may determine whether he is more fit to be in a mental institution rather than prison, whether or not these charges will actually be brought. Stay tuned to KCBS. We will have the latest on the DePape arraignment this afternoon. We're trying to determine exactly what time that will be. Reporting live, Matt Bigler, KCBS.
Thank you, Matt. The attack on Paul Pelosi is bringing more attention to the safety of members of Congress. KCBS's Chris Ancarlo reports recent acts of political violence have prompted an expansion of the protection lawmakers get.
The first question popping up for many was, where was the security? This has shaken a lot of people, and we want to make sure we do what we can. So yeah, we're working with the Capitol Police on that, and there is a presence right now, a San Francisco Police Department presence as of right now.
SFPD Chief Bill Scott says there hasn't been an official agreement in place with the U.S. Capitol Police on protection for the Pelosi's, but this may change the status quo. The members of Congress don't have a U.S. Capitol Police protection detail, mainly just leadership. For most of those who do, the detail travels with them, not their families. Scott says SFPD has helped when called upon.
We've had postings at the Pelosi residence in the past. I mean, these threats aren't new. Let's be very clear. And unfortunately, this is the era we're in.
And in this case, police showed up within 2 minutes of the 911 call. Since the Capitol insurrection on January 6th, members have been spending more on private security details, some as much as 6 figures per year. Chris Ancarlo, KCBS.
California's governor is hoping that by this time next week, when the midterm elections are over, we can dial back the political venom that he believes fueled last week's attack on Paul Pelosi. KCBS reporter Holly Kwan joins us live to tell us Gavin Newsom partly blames conservative media for fanning those flames. Holly.
Melissa, Governor Gavin Newsom knows what political vitriol looks like, including during last year's attempted recall election.
I know what over the last 3 years has come in my inbox. Trust me, you don't. Because I'm not sharing it. I don't even share with my wife. I got 4 kids. So I know a little bit about this. I mean, there wasn't just a recall against me. It was
surround sound in every way, shape, or form.
In an interview with CBS's Major Garrett, Newsom asked what happened to civility and respect, agreeing to disagree.
There's always folks in the extreme, and you roll your eyes. There's sounds with the arena, but this is different. This is something's different here. There's, the mind is being stretched. People feel free to shove again. I mean, there's some certain universal values, and we just, when this election over, I just hope and pray that we can start to reconcile those differences, because this can't continue.
That entire interview airs tonight on the CBS Evening News. Reporting live, Holly Kwan, KCBS.
Thank you, Holly. Just ahead on KCBS, I'm Jennifer Hodges. 2 false reports at a high school in Santa Cruz, and now 1 individual arrested. Let's head over to your local Honda dealer's traffic center, because we've already had a little bit of light rain, and we're going to get heavier showers throughout the morning, so those roads are going to be wet. Let's help you get to work with Tim Wonderly. All right, Melissa, yes, we already have had some issues. Southbound 101 should start to get better now. That crash I've been telling you about as you head down toward Brisbane has just been cleared. This report brought to you by Pacific Private Money. This was South 101, a little south of Candlestick, so the lanes are open now, but we still see traffic backing up from Cesar Chavez on South 101 leaving San Francisco down to the former crash site. We're also taking a look at traffic through Orinda. We've had trouble there from very early on. You're still slow from the Walnut Creek interchange. It's actually starting to blend in with the traffic from Pleasant Hill to Walnut Creek. Remains slow on West 24 all the way into Orinda. This has just been slow recovery because of some of the flatbed tow trucks that are still trying to get to the accident scene and get the last of the wreckage cleared off from the right shoulder. No lanes are blocked. We're just still a bit behind schedule here. Also, I'm just getting word of a crash southbound 680 near Treat, so that is not going to help matters any. Northbound 17 at the summit in the Santa Cruz Mountains looks like an accident, a new one in the fast lane. And the Pacific Private Money bridge check sees the Richmond-San Rafael Bridge, not bad, backed up to Richmond Parkway. Bay Bridge, we're backed up a little bit beyond the maze, beyond the 85-80 split. And the Peninsula bridges are doing well. It's a little slow as you first come aboard the San Mateo Bridge, but not bad west 92. While Pacific Private Money can help bridge the financial gap between selling your current home and securing your new home, you can find out more at PacificPrivateMoney.com. Your next update is at 8:18 on the traffic leader, KCBS. We've got some heavier showers already starting to fall a little bit in the North Bay. That rain is going to spread over the entire region throughout the morning, continuing into the early afternoon, maybe even mid-afternoon, and then a slight chance of ongoing showers expected tomorrow. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on KCBS.
By now, you've heard the news. Vaccine boosters are available for eligible Californians. Boosters support stronger immunity and help maximize protection against COVID-19 and its variants. Visit myturn.ca.gov to find out if you're eligible and to find a booster near you. That's myturn.ca.gov. Stay healthy and strong. Get boosted. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
The best deals of the year are here at the Living Spaces Black Friday event. Shop the latest selection at the lowest prices with stylish sofas, select dining sets starting at $250, queen beds starting at $195, and a huge selection of accessories and home decor at unbelievable prices. Plus, get special financing for 60 months on any purchase with a good credit, and get it all fast with free next-day shipping only at the Living Spaces Black Friday event.
Living Spaces.
ERC Employee Retention Credit. This is where the federal government will give employers up to $26,000 per qualified employee. So if you had 10, that would be up to over $250,000. If you had 20, up to just over $500,000, and so on. And there's 2 different ways to qualify. And what is a crying shame, a lot of people think you have to have both. And a lot of people were told, even by their CPAs, that if your gross revenue wasn't down by a certain amount, you didn't qualify. Not true. There's a different independent way to qualify. It's either or. Bottom line is, you can just contact us. We'll tell you if you qualify. And if you do, let's get your free money from the federal government. It's a grant. That means you don't pay it back. It's not a loan. It's yours to do with as you please. 888 Tax Deal. That's 888-TAXDEAL. 888 Tax Deal. Or MoskowitzLLP.com. MOSKOWITZLLP.com.
KCBS News Time, 8:11. It was a threat made on social media, but it still forced students at Santa Cruz High School to shelter in place yesterday. KCBS's Jennifer Hodges joins us live to report this came just days after students were forced off campus by by a false active shooter report. Jennifer.
That's right, Melissa. This time around, it was a non-specific threat made to the school in an